Hey there, YouTube. Welcome back to Palette Vapes. My name is Gene, and thanks guys for coming back. And today I'm going to be doing a review of the Beyond Vape Neptune version 2 in stainless steel and the limited edition Tiffany Blue. Unfortunately, the Tiffany Blue you can no longer get. It was a limited run, and I actually got the very last one that Beyond Vape had for sale. So, sorry, but it's mine. It's pretty. When I found out that they only had one left in stock, I jumped on it because I didn't want to lose it. Unfortunately, I waited too long. Originally, when these first came out, I wanted the olive green one, but I missed out, and that one is no longer being produced. So hopefully Beyond Vape will do another run of them. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, if Beyond Vape is watching. And also, if any of you guys know of one or have one and you don't want it anymore, I'm actually willing to buy a used Neptune version 1 and version 2. The reason why I want the version 1 is the version 1 has that olive green drip tip, where the version 2s have the stainless steel drip tip. So if you have a version 1 or version 2 or both, let me know, and we'll work some out because I'm definitely interested in purchasing those. Down to the mod. This is a very nice 1850 tube that will run any series of batteries. It has extension tubes in it, so you can go all the way down to 18350 all the way up to 18650. Let's actually vapes. I got the wide bore drip tip on here. Very nice. I've got a 0.5 dual flat wire Canthal build in here. I'm not sure if you can see those or not. Let me actually take the top cap off there. My autofocus is an arsehole. There we go. So let's go ahead and take this down close up and take a look at this. The Beyond Vape Neptune version 2. Oh, that rip sucked. See you guys down below. Hey there guys, thanks for coming down, taking a look at the up close Neptune version 2. The mods come in really nice slip boxes. The sleeve has the serial number and the color it is. My Tiffany Blue is 1235, and my stainless steel is 569. Go ahead and open these up and take a look at them. Really nice, high quality boxes. So you don't want to store your mod in them. These make great storage boxes too. Open this up. Get the Beyond Vape card that has a disclaimer for the mod. Obviously, these are mechanical, so you want to be very careful. These are not for beginners. These are for advanced users, especially these hybrid ones. You need to know your Ohm's law because there is no easy way to check the ohms of your coils on here. On Vape serial number cards and validate it. The Cerakote one. Look at the stainless steel one. Now, these are adjustable with extension tubes. These will fit 18 350 batteries, although I don't really vape much in 18 350. And then it has the extension for the 18 490 and 18 650. So you can pretty much change out the battery whatever type battery you want to use. They come with 2 drip tips. Let's go ahead and open this up so I can show you. Has some high quality plastic going on there. See down inside there. One is the standard drip tip. Where's my little stick? Like 3.5 millimeter. This is the wide bore drip tip. I think this is about a 4.5 millimeter. Very nice that it comes with different options for you. The entire mod is 6061 T6 aircraft grade aluminum, so nice and sturdy but still lightweight. Top cap has these sink fins to help disperse heat. 3-slot AFC, so you can run it in either single coil or in dual coil. Now these slots are not, they're not really big slots. Cyclops style, but they're smaller, so you are going to get a little bit more restricted airflow than you might be used to. And then there is the build deck. Not bad. I don't know, maybe like a 3 or 4 millimeter juice well, gold plated positive. Negatives. Side here, Phillips head screwdriver or screws. Now this is these are older decks, so you're gonna see there. My autofocus will maybe focus. It probably won't because it's an asshole. But these are smaller post holes. You're not gonna get really big builds into this. You'll be able to get like 26, 28 gauge duals in here, and maybe 22 millimeter, 22 gauge as a single coil. Now this is a hybrid mod, so this means that the deck is one piece with the top cap. Adjustable center post pin, just for battery rattle. This is how we used to have to do it in the old days. And you know, a lot of people hate these. I personally don't mind them. Now this is the reason why you need to know your Ohm's law and be very careful with the builds that you put in here, because you cannot test this unless you have a special meter. Test it out. The tube, really nice etched logo here for the Neptune. It's nice and deep. Not too deep. I mean, obviously this isn't a super thick mod tube, but you can definitely, you can feel that's really nice construction. On the bottom here, this is a magnet switch. The magnets are coated with epoxy so that you get better conductivity. Got a pretty nice throw. It is slightly recessed, but just be careful because you can accidentally set this off. Beyond Vape and their logo there on the bottom with the serial number. Now, another nice thing I like about this, reverse threaded lock ring. You cannot push that. Just don't crank down on this locking ring too hard, because if you get this cranked and it gets stuck, you're going to have a hell of a time getting this undone. Nice throw. Extra O-rings in here, and one of the best parts that I like about these setups, that even though this is a hybrid, it does come with a 510 top cap. Now this is not a spring-loaded button. Again, a little bit of a throwback to the old days. It has two separate screws here. This top ring screw here adjusts 510, and then bottom screw adjusts for battery rattle. Just slap that on there, and you can put any 510 on there. This is the Mako, original Mako War. This is my standard juice taster. It just looks very nice and matchy-matchy. It's a slight contrast with that 510 adapter, but I actually kind of like that. I think it looks nice. And this is actually how I use it most of the time with the 510. I do occasionally use the standard deck, but you know, one thing that with these older decks and these smaller post holes, you're kind of limited on the builds. I would eventually like to see maybe a version 3 come out that has bigger posts and post holes, or even maybe a velocity style. One idea that I think would be really cool if Beyond Vape watches these videos. I don't know if they will, because these are my beginning videos, so they kind of suck. But even if they just left the version 2 tubes the way they were and offer interchangeable decks, I mean, you could pretty much, sky's the limit. You know, you go velocity, you could go with the postless, maybe even a hybrid style GTA or RTA would be really cool. And you just buy either the tanks or the decks separately and put them on your tubes. I think that'd be really awesome, but you know, we'll have to see. Who knows? Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Big shout out to Beyond Vape, anyways, because I mean they've been a really big help to me. You know, just with some sort of info, and I had a few issues with some of the products that I got, and their customer service always spot on getting it fixed. So that is the stainless steel, and here is the Cerakote. Yeah, the Tiffany blue Cerakote. Screws are a little squeaky on that, but not too bad. Now this is a bit longer than it normally would be because I didn't take the one extension off, but look at that Tiffany blue. That is pretty. This was the very last Tiffany blue that Beyond Vape had in stock, and when I found out that they only had one left, I jumped on it and bought it. Really nice engraving there. I'm not sure how well you can see that because it is the white on blue. Let's see if I can hand check focus this. There we go. Really nice engraving with a contrasting color, although I might have liked that if it was painted black, but you know, that's just subjective. That's me. One little thing that I did notice, and it is really difficult to see, is that kind of see the original Neptune logo from the main tube. It kind of imprints a little bit through the Cerakote, but that's just that's a minor thing. Again, all the same specs on the tube, and you get everything that the stainless steel one gets. So I really I love the Tiffany blue one, but because they don't produce it anymore, I don't really use it because I don't want to damage it. So it's kind of a collector's item for me at this point. So let's go ahead and go back up top, and we will vape on it and talk about it a little bit more. I'll see you back up top, guys. Hey guys, thanks for coming up to the Beyond Vape Neptune version 2. Some pros and cons on this. Probably the biggest con, but it's subjective based on the time that this came out, is the post holes are pretty small. Now, as part of my reviews, I'm going back through and reviewing older products that have been around for a while to see if they are still relevant in the way that we vape nowadays. And yes, in my opinion, this is still very relevant. I've got dual flat wire at 0.5 in here, and it vapes super awesome. I could have gone lower on it, but I decided to stay at 0.5 because on flat wire, it's kind of where I like it. That's probably one of my biggest cons, is just the the smaller post holes. I'm kind of hoping that, like I said down below, that maybe Beyond Vape will come out with a version 3, or even maybe version 3 decks that you can put onto your version 2 mods, so that you can kind of put some other builds on there. But the nice thing, that 510 adapter slapped on here, and you can put any 22 millimeter device on here, or RDA, RTA, anything you really want to, and vape it the way you want to. Very nicely constructed tube. The threads on it are butter smooth. A little bit of squeak on the Tiffany blue, but not on the stainless steel. And stainless steel is like butter. I can't gush enough about Beyond Vape. Now, I'll say it's flat out, I didn't get anything free from them. Well, I've gotten some screws and O-rings, and but that was because I've bought so much from them. They were, they've got some great customer service, and big shout out to Beyond Vape for their customer service. I can't gush enough over it. I've never had such good customer service from a vape manufacturer. Not sponsored. I didn't get any freebies. This is all my honest opinion. If the FDA apocalypse happened and this was the only mod that I had, I would be more than happy with this. Could have better post holes, but I mean, you can still fit. In fact, I think this was 24 gauge, dual flat wire in there, or dual round wire. I mean, sorry, I've been saying flat wire, but just regular straight wire. Dual 24s. So I mean, if you're clever, you could get lower gauge setups in there. In fact, I believe that on, I want to say it's my Mako, I've got dual 28 gauge twisted wire in there. So if you're clever about it, you can get some different combinations in there. But that's probably my biggest con, is just the post holes. But it's got the 510 adapter, so it's not even really that big of a concern. If you really wanted to, if you like the Neptune version 2 top cap, put one of the Makos on there, put that top cap on there with the 510 adapter, and you can have the same experience. Yeah, I like it. Now, granted, I'm not as big a fan as with Kanthal as I used to be ever since stainless steel came out, but I don't have any straight stainless steel right now, so I went with Kanthal. Want to wrap this and get it going for you guys so you can see that it's still very relevant. Now, when I bought the Tiffany blue one, I paid $55 for it. I think they originally were about 130 something. The stainless steel, when it first came out, was in the 120 to 130 range, I believe. I can't find the old prices. I got it for $44.99. They are currently on the website for $80. They have gone up in price. Their sale for those have done, but definitely watch Beyond Vape's website. They've got great sales on there all the time, and all the Mako products are still on there for sale. Now that might change by the time I get this posted, so please don't go based upon my word, but definitely check their website out. Great products from a great manufacturer. So I think that's going to just about do the Gush Fest on this one. I got a little bit of a leaking issue. Sorry, I'm leaking, guys. Check out their website. You will not be disappointed with their products. And if you are, trust me, they will take care of you. I appreciate you guys for coming back. I know this is pretty early still in my review stage. Hopefully I'm getting better. I know my intro video kind of sucked a little bit. My other videos kind of but I appreciate you guys sticking out with me. Please subscribe and like the video, share with your friends. And if you have any creative comments, let me know down below or shoot me an email. Different, maybe what I can do better on the channel, maybe what you guys want to see differently. I'm still coming up with new ideas. So that being said, remember guys, don't drink out of any strange toilets. See you guys later.